Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Gun Samurai series. I have gotten everybody. Well, I need to reopen that again, but I've gotten everybody into the game finally. All 13 of the channel members, I'm pretty sure. Should be good now. I think. I don't know. I might be missing someone still. But if I am, I'll fix it. We got Walter, Tobias, got Pfeiffer, got Mooncheese, got Franklin, got Michael, got Desperado. Yeah, I think I do have everybody in here. All right, well, if not, I'm sure I'll realize my mistake later on. All right, let's go help the Han Go army here besiege this castle. For the clan, as they say, as people say in the comments. Let me go and thank the channel members while we're making our way over there, though. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Tobias, Mooncheese, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, JT, Michael, Pfeiffer, Desperado, and Shipwreck. That's who I'm missing. I'm missing Shadowfighter Pro. Yeah, that's who I'm missing. I'll get you in there, buddy. Shadow has been an amazing help on the channel. He's basically like my YouTube mentor. All right, let's go ahead and join the continued siege here. And whenever they decide to attack, we will get our boys in there, and we should have a decent go of it. Let's see, do we have any upgrades for ourselves? No, but we do have some for the companions. It's always good to do all of these upgrades here. Ooh, sharpshooter. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to put Mooncheese in command of our ranged forces. He will do a very, very good job. +5 party limit, press 10. Yeah, +5 party limit, I would say. And then let's see here. Yeah, definitely do that one. And then we got one more on Franklin to do, and then we're all set. Yeah, one daily loyalty gained there helps out a lot. We're making a decent amount of money. I should be able to send out some parties very, very soon. We're gonna get 8 parties in total, but I'm gonna hold off on putting out that many, obviously, all at the start here. We have already started controlling a decent swath of territory here. It's pretty much just all going to be down to when these guys want to actually start their siege. We just got to wait for Mr. AI say that it's for the Mr. AI to say that the siege is a go. And they should be ready to do it here pretty soon. Hopefully they start it pretty soon, because we're kind of just sitting here at their beck and call. I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to do. Maybe siege them down a bit, try to starve them out. Oh, it looks like they're trying to starve them out a bit. It's actually one of the smarter things I've seen the AI do. Now they're losing garrison forces every day. And we're basically only going to have to go up against the militia, which makes this a whole lot easier. Wow, I'm actually very, very impressed by the AI here. All right, well, they did siege down a good amount of that garrison. Let's go and drop a save here. What episode is this? 16? Just make a new save for this episode, and then we'll roll into the siege. It's always good to save before a battle, especially with newer mods like Shokuho, or Shokuho, rather. All right, let's join the siege, and we will attack. By the way, starting August 31st, or after August 31st, so I guess starting, God, what's the fucking month after August? Okay, yeah, the next month after August, it will be a different content slate. All these series that are going on the channel will still be coming out on the channel just like normal. The only thing that is going to be different is yeah, let's just let our guys do the siege like normal here, and we'll go ahead and try to influence it as much as we possibly can. Good shot there to open up. But we have a new content slate coming up, and basically what it's going to be is just one episode of every series every week. I added 2 new series to the channel, 2 alternate Bannerlord games. It's going to be the Outer Worlds and RoboCop Rogue City. So we're going to have 3 alternates going and then 4 Bannerlord series going. And that's just gonna be what it's gonna be currently for the time that I'm in college, or back into college here, because we were on summer break, but college is rapidly approaching. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish out the content that I have released for the schedule, and then we'll go down to that new schedule, which is just a reduced amount of videos. Every series gets 1 episode a week. It should be good though. And we sure are dropping a lot of these guys here. My party's already killed 18 of them. I would prefer them to not be used as cannon fodder. Looks like they are telling them to charge. I would prefer it if they did not do that. I'd prefer it if they kept my ranged troops outside here. Snipe that guy up there. We're actually becoming a pretty accurate marksman. Fire will, guys. Keep up the fire here. Looks like this is going pretty well so far for us. We've only lost about 50, so we are winning the range exchange pretty handily. Dropping that guy over there. Our gun skill's getting to the point where we don't really miss too much anymore, which is actually really nice. It makes it a whole lot easier to actually get kills here with the rifle. And of course, as we gain points in the gun skill, we're going to also get a faster reload speed. So we'll be able to shoot more, and we'll be able to gain more gun skill, which is very convenient. And it looks like I've completely de-archered that tower up there. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of pushing forward here. We'll continue to let these guys just stand out here and take shots as they please. Minamono. Uh-oh. Looks like one of these guys got stuck. Let me go ahead and push him out here. There you go, little buddy. You're welcome. Oh, that's purple. Not anymore. I love just being able to delete people on command, pretty much. That's very nice. All right, let's go ahead and push up here. Let's go take a back position here and see if we can take some shots at these guys holding the gate. It looks like they're gonna start running though. Oh, that was friendly fire, and it was 2. Oh man, that sucks. All right, let's bring the ranged troops up to here. Stretch these guys out, and then leave these guys delegate command, and these guys delegate command. All right, there we go. All right, we are reloaded now. Looks like they have about 97 defenders left, 95 very soon here. See if I can get a long range shot here. It's gonna be not gonna be able to take that shot. Mitai. We'll just use these guys right here. Long range shooting there. Look at that. That's a pretty far shot. I mean, that's probably 120 meters, I would say. But we're bringing up the ranged core here to hopefully help cover these guys and reduce the amount of guys that we lose on the push forward. Here comes all of our lovely gunner troops here. Go ahead and bring them all the way up to here. And they are taking some shots there, taking out these guys up in the tower and also the guys that are up in this little box here. Ah, we missed. Ever so slightly missed. Ah, missed again. I need to raise up slightly. All right, we've gotten 100 kills so far. That's pretty good, I would say. Let's go and push up to the next gate, though, I think. Oh, looks like that's the end. Huh. They retreated to the keep. Yeah, of course they did. They always retreat to the keep. Want to send in any companions we have left over? We'll send in the bandit boss. Why not? Skilled Kanai Yari, Kanai Katana Samurai, and then we'll just fill up the rest with actually not Yari Ashigaru. Skilled Katana Ashigaru because it's close range. And that should be enough to get it done. There we go. There's the victory. 28 renown, 33 influence, 11 morale, and 37% of the loot. Lord Hongo Tokihisa. That is not how you say that. All right, we'll take those prisoners, though. I can just take all the prisoners and dump off some in the castle here if I want to. Yeah, we go there. And then, yeah, we can go katana. Yes, I know we are over the prisoner limit there. And we already have the increased melee damage there. So we'll give it to someone who's actually a melee troop. You're actually a melee guy. Let's give you that flag. There you go. Oh, did I not take the rest of that gear? I probably didn't. That was pretty stupid if not. All right, let's request entry to the castle. Let's go to the dungeon and donate some prisoners. We're just gonna donate all of our prisoners there. That'll get us 26 influence and it will increase our relationship here with these guys. Very nice. Looks like we lost about 30 guys. Yeah, 25 wounded. So we really only lost about 20 at the most, which is not too bad. Got to vote for the new owner of the castle here. Let's see, who do we have the lowest relationship with? It's probably going to be this guy, and I don't want to really use too much influence on this because we're going to need it later on for sure. Very nice. All right, let's get some more Sakai Jin Samurai going. We definitely need to keep building up those ranks of Sakai Samurai Marksmen. Very, very important to do. Yeah, that should be good. And then we'll head over here to Hiwaki. And And they're probably going to travel in to besiege this other castle down here, which would completely wipe out the Ito. All right, there's one Jin Samurai there. Let's head over to Sadawara. Actually, they're about to go in there. They're going to take all the troops. We'll head over this way. And we'll grab a few more. So I say we own enough territory personally. Ooh, a rebel faction. Interesting. Ah, yes, more Jin Samurai for the cause. But yeah, I would say we own enough territory now to where we can start putting out some of our own parties here. We're probably one of the strongest clans in the kingdom here, I would say. But we need to get our actual kingdom stronger, not just our clan. So we need to start taking castles and not accepting them as our own. That will be the way to do that for sure. It looks like there's a shitload of parties roaming around here, taking all of the good infantry and Sakai Jin Samurai. God damn, yeah, they really are pilfering this place. All right, well, there's some Katana Ashigaru in here. We'll take that. And we'll take some of the trained Ashigaru as well. We do need some infantry forces to assault some places here. That'll be good there. And we'll get rid of some of our Ashigaru here. Let's see. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get everybody upgraded here. Teppo Samurai. We're gonna go mounted on these guys so that we can get some horse gunners. That will be really nice for us to be able to do. And I think we're good on food. Probably could stand to help this guy out, I guess. Might as well. Let me drop a save really fast. Excuse me. All right, let's attack. I plan on getting a bunch of stuff recorded today. All right, we're on horseback here. Let me send in. Yeah, we can send in those guys, and we'll send our infantry in. We'll leave our ranged troops back, just because we need the horse gunner guys and our infantry, both of those guys, to get some upgrades. But I'll be riding around taking some shots at these boys as well. Of course, our reload on horseback is not going to be super amazing or anything like that. Look at that. He just killed 3 with 1 right there. What a kill. There we go. We just killed 2. Good way to get the riding skill up with the guns. It makes it a whole lot easier. Take him down. We're sort of dragooning right now. Not regular gooning, dragooning. Whoa, he kind of went flying forward there. Interesting. Our cav is tearing these guys up, though. So is the rest of our infantry. Looks like they're already running. He got stuck on a rock. All right, well, we can take these guys out with our sword as well. What the fuck? Our sword's terrible. All right, well, there we go. We took them all out. Oh, no, there's appears to be at least a few still running. Oh, okay, there we go. Now we've taken them all out. Got a few upgrades there. Some for ourselves and some for our companions. Nice. And I'll leave those prisoners behind there. We got 2 more horse gunners though. Those guys are even though they're cavalry, they're actually still useful in sieges, which is really, really convenient for us. Because they can pretty much out skirmish any cavalry, because 1 shot to the horse with a gun is pretty much a kill. and then also one shot to the rider of the horse is also a kill. So kind of convenient how that works out there. Let's check the oh, there's too many Jin Samurai here not to recruit. All right, we're gonna go and recruit all those guys, and we'll get rid of some more of our Ashigaru here. We're gonna have to start getting rid of trained Ashigaru now. All right, Skyjin Samurai, we want you to go to Yumi, and Mounteds need to go to Gunners. All right, yeah, we're good. Perfect. All right, let's you know, we have 5K. Let's go ahead and get a few parties out. All right, who has the best stewardship skill? You have decent stewardship. You're a governor. You're a governor. 42, 7, 8, 10. Let's put Moonshi's out there. Yeah, let's put Moonshi's out there. He's gonna get better at being a leader. And I guess yeah, we'll let him figure out his own party stuff there. He can figure it out. He'll be fine. Trust me, he'll be fine. All right, now we need to do some probably need to do some settlement management, I would imagine. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to remember we don't actually own that settlement there. We only own this one here. Ah yes, we need to build up the Noe Theater and everything. We need to stop building fortifications, and we need to work on this stuff right here. So if we stop doing that, we start building this, and then we start building this, then we do militia grounds. Once these 3 buildings are built up, we should be totally fine. The security is very, very low here. It's got good food. The only problem really that I can see is that we just have very, very low security and very, very low loyalty. What is citizenship? Oh, okay, I guess that's a not a clan policy, but a kingdom policy. Thank you, brain. We'll build a workshop too as well to speed up some of this construction here. We have 70 construction, which isn't bad at all by any means. Excuse me. Yeah, increase settlement loyalty, train militia, increase settlement prosperity. Yeah, I would say just festival and games needs to be going on, and we need to fix the loyalty here. It's still going up. It's just going up very, very, very slowly. Of course, that is one of the towns that we took not too long ago. All right, let's make our way over here to this castle, and we'll do a few management things, and then we'll move on to taking out the Ito. We really, really need to get these castles working overtime for us. Yeah, okay, so this one is doing it the same here. We need to drop a little bit of money in here. We'll drop like 30,000 to get things rolling here. And it should this should fix all of the issues here. All right, there you have. Okay, so they don't have a dojo built at all, which is kind of bad. Yeah, you really want that dojo built because the extra XP that it gives to troops makes them more elite, and more elite troops influence security better, and it just overall makes for a cleaner what do you call it? A cleaner run territory, if you will. Make our way over here to Sadawara. They're doing okay here. I think we managed Sadawara not too long ago. And then we have these 2 castles up here. Actually, these 3 castles here. Yeah, we really need to start really need to start putting out some parties because we're making enough money and these parties aren't going to be super expensive. We need to make the kingdom stronger. Let's go ahead and attack these guys here. We'll get some of these guys upgraded. Let's try to find someone who is a gunner who has really nice ranged influences. Let's take all these guys out of here really quick so that we can look at it. All right, you have pretty good ranged influence. Let's see who else is there that has good influences. Whoa, Shipwrecked has insane ranged influence. All right, we'll just grab everybody else. Excuse me. And we'll put them in the actually we should probably put them all in the ranged unit, I would imagine, because most of them are ranged. And even if they're not, they'll still get some skills that way. And I guess I could put myself in command of the skirmishers there on horseback. Let's get all these guys lined up here. Like so. Oh yeah, I need to turn on the filter for you guys so you guys can actually fucking see. That would probably be a good thing to do, Ghost. You want your audience to see, don't you? All right, there you go. Now you guys can see a bit better. All right, let's put the ranged troops here, and then we'll stretch them out to meet this line. Actually, we'll just do 2 ranks would be probably the easiest. There we go. And then we'll take the Yumi Kiratai. Yumi meaning bow, and then Kiratai cavalry. And then we take these guys, our melee cavalry, set them right there. All right, we really, we'll let these guys get off one volley, I guess. Yeah, we'll let them soften them up just a little bit. Let them get off one volley there. All right, that's one volley. Infantry charge. You guys hold fire. We need these guys to get as many upgrades as we possibly can. And there's a lot of Sakai Jin Samurai. Why isn't it allowing me to aim? It's not allowing me to aim. There we go. There we go. Looks like we took them all out. Very nice. Tell those guys to charge. And we'll chase down the rest of these boys here. Looks like just 2 here remaining. Nice. 30 upgrades. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And some good renown and some good influence. That's always nice to get. Sakai Samurai Marksman. We got 2 more of those guys. 2 more of those guys coming up. Teppo. And then Kunai Odachi Samurai. That's fine with me. Ooh, we could have 16 horses there. But we really do want to bolster the regular gun troops first, and then we can go into doing other things with them, like making a shitload of skirmishers. That would honestly be like the most modern way to play, would be to just do all skirmisher cav. Yeah, let's do that. Looks like we got a bunch of upgrades here. Holy shit. 24 fucking things to spec out. Good God. What happened? All right, looks like we have a point to put into something. We already got this into scouting. I need to put some more points into cunning. I guess we could put a point into riding. Why not? All right, let's spec all of these guys out here. Holy shit, that's a lot of upgrades. Yeah, swing speed, and then ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good. God damn, Michael, you got a lot of fucking skills to spec out here, apparently. Yeah, on foot, and then dismounting enemy cavalry with a heavy hit. Yeah, it's actually really good. Yeah, costs are ranged troops. Yep. Draw speed on throwing weapons. Riding skill. 10% hit points to mounts, I would say. And then minus trade penalty for mounts. Points to troops in your party. Armor fitting, and then probably I'm gonna say stamina. Yeah, I'm gonna say stamina for that prisoner escape chance. I mean, no, we'll go party size. Wait, why does he have so many points to dole out? What the fuck? All right, well, we can just max out all of his skills that he needs to be good. There we go. And then give him scouting. Give him athletics. Like, what the hell? He's actually like really good for some reason. And then let's see here. Put the rest of his skill into guns. There you go. 30% more likely to have children. +1 tier recruiting troops from the same culture. And then 8 battle morale while defending. Yeah, they were literally all on him. That's insane. What the fuck, man? Michael just got like every upgrade known to man. Maybe his character like reloaded for some reason. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Michael still has points we can put into here too. All right, we need to put in like enough so that he can get keen sight. There we go. Okay, he's got keen sight now. Now we can put some into intelligence. We can also put some into social. Let's just get his social and intelligence up to 5. And then we can get his endurance up to... all right, let's get his control up to 4. There we go. Okay. Well, Michael, apparently you got a shitload of upgrades for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't know what ended up happening there. That was weird. Let's see here. Let's go help these guys siege this settlement here. They're probably just waiting for enough troops to actually be able to siege it. We can actually go ahead and fight these guys first. And that will help us upgrade the rest of the party here so that we are able to actually go and get some good good range troops. Now we have 18 skirmisher cav though. I'm gonna tell them all to hold fire. I'm gonna tell everybody to hold fire. All right, and then we'll just send in the infantry. They should do decently well. Gonna get 1 kill there right off the rip. I'm gonna make sure I keep leveling up my skills as well. Some of these guys are coming after me. You throw a rock, I throw a rock. Yep, keep throwing your rocks. And I'll keep throwing mine. Except mine fly at you a whole lot faster. How dare you kill one of my men? All right, skirmisher cav. Charge. We're actually getting some two-handed points now, finally. Of course, we are still a samurai, but we are a gun samurai. Very important distinction there. We do need some two-handed skill. We just don't need a lot. Let's tell everybody to fire at will and tell everybody to charge. Did they really not catch him? Ah, shit, I missed. There we go. Got his ass. Some more lovely upgrades for the force. Let's see here. Gunner Cav, and then we go. Yep, you guys, and then we have 13 guys to upgrade to Yumi. Very nice. Is that all of our Sakaijin Samurai? That's pretty much all of our Sakaijin Samurai. Wow. Yeah, very nice. You can see the quick transition here from having primarily infantry to having primarily ranged troops happening very, very rapidly. All right, let's see if they're going to actually go siege this castle here. Looks like they're thinking about it. They probably just don't have enough troops to do so. I could bring in some of my own forces here to be able to aid in this siege. We could actually take the siege for ourselves. They would probably join in. Nope, they're not going to do it. Ah, damn it. All right. Let's go join his forces, though. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's go siege this. They should be confident enough to siege. They might be. Okay, well, we can start the siege at least. We can besiege them. We can just siege them out. I mean, how much? They have 4 days of food. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're gonna do Ozutsu. And we'll build a battering ram. It's gonna take us a while to set up the siege camp, though, just because we don't have too much here in terms of numbers. And now they only have 2 days of food before their food stocks completely run out. And we'll let the Ozutsu do its job here. We'll keep those Ozutsu nice and fresh. It only costs us 2 influence to build this army back up. So we're gonna very, very quickly equalize the power here. It looks like we already have the advantage, but we're gonna have even better of an advantage. Once we start lowering that garrison number. Yep, and you're gonna see the balance of power start to shift. Build another Ozutsu there. Build another one there. They seem to like selectively siege down the Ozutsu. It's kind of weird. Or selectively take out the Ozutsu, rather. They're down to 524. It's just gonna take a few more days to wrap up this siege here. Yeah, the garrison has pretty much been entirely eliminated at this point. These lords are about to be clanless. They're about to be factionless, rather. It's a shame. I really like the Ito color scheme. The black and the purple looks very, very clean indeed. We'll build back up our Ozutsu here. The garrison's at 0. Their morale is very, very low. We'll drop a save here, and then we'll go into a siege. Excuse me. All right, let's go and lead an assault, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Oh, yes, I need to turn off the, once we load in, I'll turn off the filter. I always forget to do that, man. It's a really useful tool for night battles and everything, but when you forget to shut it off, it kind of washes out the game a little bit too much. Let me turn that filter off. There we go. I just need to keep it up on my screen over there. It's probably a good idea. All right, and as Shadowfire Pro dubbed it, we're going to use the ghost strategy here of lining up our guys like so in successive ranks, and we'll line these guys up in loose formation here across the battlefield, and we will attempt to siege all of these boys out. We're gonna have overlapping fields of fire here, as you can see. There we go. And we'll see how it goes. Should go pretty good once we get all of our guys into position. We're gonna have the range advantage, no question. Let's go ahead and dismount here. Finish our reload. And start sniping away at these boys. And very quickly, you're gonna see the amount of kills we get change quite rapidly compared to theirs. We have already killed 10. We've only lost 10. Usually in sieges, you don't tend to win the manpower trade, but in this case, we're going to quite easily. God damn it! Got shot. Let's actually move our front formation up just a little bit here. Like so. And we'll bring up the rest of the formations as well. Get these guys lined up behind them as well. There we go. And we should quite easily win the exchange now. They should have no archers here in just a second. Everybody fire at will, please. Are they just not shooting at these guys? It's so weird. Okay, they really just can't see them. That's the problem. Alright, let me see how we could better set these guys up. Okay, the guys in the front go towards this side over here. You guys stay in the center. Just like so. Continue picking those guys off. And you guys come over here to this side. And set yourselves up like so. All right, now we're gonna speed her up for just a moment here as we start finishing off a lot of their ranged troops. Should go quite well for us, at least. It's going decent. We've lost 24, killed 41. Might take a little while for us to eventually kill a lot of these guys. Our ammo is still doing really, really well. And the Let's see, which formation here has the least skilled troops in it? It's probably this one, I would say. Yeah, probably that one. All right, let's get these guys to hold fire. Hold fire. And let's get you guys pushing in here through the main gate. And let's get these guys spread out nicely here to cover them in a melee fight. Let's get you guys spread out here. Cover them as well. All right, here we go. We're going to send in this group here. Tell them to charge. Here they go. In through the breach. They should move to counter us, but it kind of looks like they're really not. Yeah, we're actually going to get most of our guys through the breach there pretty easily. They're not going to have any actual garrison troops here, so we should do quite well. Yeah, they're going to make their way out of there pretty easily. And once this formation gets finished off, we're going to soften them up there, and then we'll get an actual wave of infantry going in, which will be nice. And they're actually doing pretty good in there. Once we get our first real wave of infantry, this battle is going to be pretty much over. They're still doing pretty good. They still have 35 left. There's a few Sakai Yumi Samurai in there and stuff like that. We should get a reinforcement wave here rather soon, though. They have basically cleared out the entirety of the front there. 45 wounded, 98 dead. We killed 150, they've killed 139. And we should be getting a wave of infantry rather soon. All right, let's tell these guys to fire at will. All right, let's get these guys moved up here. Time to take on the second area here. It looks like they're bringing some guys down. Let's go ahead and get these guys set up over here in the trees. Set them up in loose formation. Now we need to move up the rest of our lovely men here. Bring them up there, and bring these guys up over here. And that should be enough to. I'm going to use these guys to hold these guys back while we push forward. Hold fire, charge. And we should be getting an infantry wave rather soon. These guys are going to stall these guys here and allow us to actually get some of our men into position. We'll go ahead and speed this up a bit. Ooh, this is going quite poorly for us at this current moment. We need to get everybody set up here. We should be getting an infantry wave pretty quick here, I would imagine. Oh yeah, they're killing a bunch. All right, there we go. We got our infantry wave. Nice, 166 infantry. Let's tell them to charge. And as for these two formations here, let's get one. They pretty much cleared out that side. Need to get them to clear out these top parts as well. Let's get one of them to deploy right here. And we'll get one of them to deploy right behind them. Get these boys set up here. Ooh, they just hit us with something there. All right, looks like they're sending up more guys into the slaughter here. They're pretty much using up all of their infantry, so it's going to go quite poorly for them, I would imagine. These guys should get pretty much slaughtered. Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening right now. They're getting slaughtered. I don't even think they're going to make it to this second fortress here, really. It looks like some of them are. I'll get them out there. Looks like they're setting down all of their infantry. Yeah, they're basically setting down all of their infantry. Interesting. And they're going to run into my infantry very soon. Yeah, we'll let the infantry do the work. We can pretty much speed through the rest of this siege, though. They do have to break down that second gate. Well, this siege has pretty much been nullified at this point. The infantry is storming through, taking out all of the rest of these guys here. Our Sakai Yumi Samurai and Sakai Samurai Marksmen are doing their jobs very nicely. It's pretty much going to be all she wrote for that siege, though, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pretty easy one with the amount of ranged troops we do have. Before it speeds up too much here, let's get these guys moved up here as well. All right, let's speed her up again. I don't even know if they're gonna make it there in time. Probably not, I would imagine. Oh, they're making their way over there. They've got the gate closed. Yeah, we're losing a lot to Yumi. But we broke through. They basically don't have any infantry here. And we can speed through the rest of the fight. Not really much to see here, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty much just us running it down their Yumi there. They're actually getting quite a few kills. Actually a bit surprising. Where are they getting those kills from? Oh, it's this last area here. Okay, I see. We're about to break through the gate, though. They actually hitting the gate? Okay, they are. Oh, that infantry formation is kind of getting shredded. Let's just tell everybody to charge, though. That'll bring up enough ranged support here to finally clean these boys up. Oh, is there another? Oh, there's literally another gate. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna take quite a few losses here, but it should be fine. Just tell everybody to fire at will. I thought that was gonna be like it for the siege, but I guess there's a whole... Dude, this castle's a tough siege, man. There's like 5 gates. That's crazy. All right, well, we have broken through the final tier here, and we have taken out the last few guys to make them retreat to the keep. We lost a lot of infantry there. That was actually probably kind of a misplay on my part. I did not realize how many fucking gates they had. Jesus Christ, right? Like, seriously, how am I supposed to know that they had 55 gates? All right, well, we're gonna send in all of the companions, and then let's send in some Sakai. Ooh, yeah, we really don't have a lot to send in with them. Don't really want to send in the Sakai Samurai Marksman. I'd rather send in somebody else who's a bit more expendable. Send in you guys, I guess. Train Yumi Ashigaru. They should do fine. Yep, there we go. Only lost 2. Nice. And I'm not gonna take this one for myself here. Yeah, Gunner Cav and then Yumi. We did lose quite a few troops on that one. Yeah, quite a few. We're still at 124 though. Where are those numbers coming from? 12 wounded, 13 wounded. Okay, I guess yeah, that makes sense. I know we're over the prisoner limit, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. All right, we'll show mercy here, and I'm gonna decline this fief here, so it's gonna go to the kingdom, and we'll approach the gates. Hail the guards. go to the dungeon and donate some more prisoners here. That is going to get us 7 influence there. Oh, it exceeds their capacity. Let's reset it. And let's do as much as they can take, and then we'll keep the rest. That's fine. All right, yeah, we lost quite a few troops, though, there. We have 71 troops wounded now. That's pretty insane. All right. That's pretty much going to wrap up the episode here, guys. We are strengthening the kingdom. We're looking to take over Kyushu here. And then we'll move on to the main island here. And we'll progress our way all the way up to the north. And wow, the who are these guys? Oh, the Shoshone. Yeah. Shoshone there are taking some power. Who else is? Mogami. The Date are doing it decent as well. I definitely want to do like a traditional playthrough on the Date. That is, of course, a very, very cool faction. They actually have a decent amount of territory. Same with the Hojo. The Hojo usually get a lot of territory, as well as the Takeda, but looks like the Hojo are holding their ground against the Takeda quite nicely. It looks like the Oda clan has pretty much taken over the entirety of this little peninsula here. The Tokugawa are still holding on to Ozaki and Hamamatsu. Looks like Kyoto is still in hands of the Ashikaga. Osaka is still in hands of the Iko. Looks like the Iko are getting their territory kind of taken away from them a little bit. And of course, the Chosokabe are holding on to the island down here decently well. The Mori, though, I think the Mori are going to be the biggest problem that we run into in this series. The Mori seem to do quite well once you start, once you take over this entire island. All right, well, that's going to be a wrap on today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me go and thank the channel members really quick, and then I'll give you all the old peace out here. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Tobias, Mooncheese, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, JT, Michael, Pfeiffer, Desperado, and Shipwrecked. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you next time.